Ultimately, I don't know what about this appeals to people. If you are one of the viewers who are watching this video and like you loved Hellraiser, either growing up or seeing this reboot, let me know, please. What about this is enticing or entertaining to watch? Because no part of it enticed me or made me want to keep watching. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Hulu. Thank you for clicking the thumbnail. Today we're going to be talking about Hellraiser, the 2022 version of it. Subscribe to the channel if you like movie reviews, trailer reactions, Call of Duty videos. I try to do a little bit of everything here on the channel, and I would love if you would subscribe and help me to keep this thing growing. I hesitated so hard to make this video, and I really wanted to be concise about my thoughts, so I wrote a lot of things down. There's going to be a lot of jump cuts between different thoughts. Right along with your boy. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought about the Hellraiser or the Hellraiser franchise, and let's get to it. I gotta be blunt, Hellraiser is a demonic film and film franchise. Not because of the disposition or the mood or the way that the film is characterized. I call it demonic, and I feel like you have to agree with me because the movie is basically demons doing demon stuff for 2 whole hours. That's the movie. If you enjoyed this movie, if you watched this movie and thought to yourself, these kills are awesome, this torture scene is great, sir, you've been desensitized to the point where you're way too far gone, and I would suggest to seek help. Before continuing to talk very badly about the movie, let me find something positive to say. And there is one thing that's positive about the movie. If you pay close attention, it serves as a cautionary tale, which is good. You always want to be cautionary when you're talking about people dealing with demonic stuff. This is demons. This is the devil, and the characters in the movie are dealing with him. And ultimately, the main goal was to keep the main character we followed away from these demons. And eventually, they get there. But if I'm being critical of that one positive thing, the caution in the cautionary tale is very, very weak. It is one line from one character named Roland to the main character named Riley, and it was something along the lines of, don't ask them for anything. Then by the end of the film, you get the decision from the main character Riley not asking for the life of her brother to be returned, and she just kind of leaves the scene, and it just kind of is what it is at the end of the movie. The problem with that positive, why can I nitpick on it? Because of this. Cautionary tale aside, let's be real. You don't need to watch 2 hours of this to get the point of not asking the devil for anything. Like, what? You don't need 2 hours to get to that conclusion. And that's why, as I watched the movie, I couldn't help but ask myself, who enjoys this? Who likes watching the devil do the devil's thing and just feel totally fine about it? I just couldn't. And when I say I just couldn't, I mean that I couldn't really score the movie because I didn't want to watch it, you know? As I put the movie on, I'm looking at it and I'm like really anxious about it because I'm seeing, again, demonic things happening, people being ripped apart. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear people in agony. As I was watching it, I paused it and I thought to myself, okay, let's see how much is left. And I had a full 54 minutes left. I was like, oh man, if I was scoring that, I'm like, hey, what's left to do in the movie with another 54 minutes? That just told me, that experience in that moment told me I cannot fairly score this movie. I cannot fairly judge this and say, oh, it's good or bad, because so much of me didn't want to take part in watching it. Saying all that, I knew that I had to actually lay my eyes on it before I actually did a video and talked about something without having actually seen it. I've known about Pinhead, the character, and I've known about the Cenobites and all the way they do things. I've known it because I have that movie experience, right? I have an understanding that things exist, but I had never watched an entire film the entirety of my life. I knew that the old Pinhead movies existed, and now I was getting a turn to look at the reboot, and I just could not get in with the devil doing the devil's thing and people serving other people who were trying to, I don't know, please these demons. What is going on? After I finished watching this movie, I knew that I could not just go to sleep. I had to apply the word of God to my entire house. There's no part of me that is comfortable watching a movie that is basically demons being demons, operating just as the devil intended: killing, stealing, and destroying people. Pinhead and the Cenobites preyed on people's weaknesses. They preyed on weak people who were lost in addiction, people that were lost in lust. And by the time you get to the end of the movie, Pinhead and the Cenobites win. Like, they win. You have two survivors that get to leave with their lives and nothing more. There's no other resolution to the film. And as a Christian and as a viewer, I just felt like, nah. I could never watch this again, and I could never recommend this. And I don't feel comfortable having viewed the entire thing. Ultimately, I don't know what about this appeals to people. If you are one of the viewers who are watching this video and like you loved Hellraiser, either growing up or seeing this reboot, let me know, please. What about this is enticing or entertaining to watch? Because no part of it enticed me or made me want to keep watching. That's all we got for this video, y'all. I would appreciate some type of feedback because I watched it and I kind of like hate watched it throughout the entire thing. No score here, no numbers in the description. It's just me kind of wondering who likes this. That's all I got. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, go watch something good. Not Hellraiser though. That wasn't that good.